And a good morning to you all. It is, it is a misty, wet, drizzly, you don't want to go outside type of day. Definitely. You can see here, here's our Bob's Steakhouse weather cam. And the picture says it all. If you look closely at the lights here, you can see the reflection of that. I guess what you could call a moderate mist, maybe even a heavy mist. We don't have many descriptors for drizzle, but that's what we're getting. Um, some of the construction people are around, but clearly they're not going to get a lot done today, especially if they have to work on the dirt here. It's just going to be too wet and too just too ugly of a day here. Again, gray overcast, pretty much what you would expect. Uh, when you have the grayness here, our tower cam has been shrouded in those low clouds, and you right now I'm actually looking at Peach and I-90, but because the clouds are so low, it's covering the camera, so nothing there. Quick look here at Edinburgh. We do have a misty, foggy, drizzly type of day here. The wind has been moving the flags around pretty good, and downtown Erie, the camera was really shaking there earlier, and there it is. It's still shaking. Wind gust over 30, probably 30 to 35 right there at rooftop level, and 25 to 30 here at the surface. Just a dismal day all the way around. And here's the latest in our storm tracker. So you can see the heavier rain, steadier rain, good bands here moving east into towards Chautauqua Lake and Warren, and some downpours there. But you can see we're not picking up any precipitation on the radar, but clearly it is falling. And this is a classic case of those showers starting to fall, and classic case of a drizzly type of day that we're not going to find on the radar all the time. So and there's not a whole lot more to say really about it. Temperatures are on the chilly side. We have temperatures 46 in Erie, 42 to 46, and don't expect those temperatures to change a whole lot. And the winds have been gusty, up to 25, not quite 30 in Erie of late. But we could hit 30 at times during the day. So we have, again, just some drizzly weather. Low pressure system over the past couple of hours has weakened while this coastal storm comes up. Look at that moisture feed going into New York City and upstate New York, Connecticut, Boston to some extent. Philly, it looks like they're okay. But boy, this is going to be a real rainmaker, basically from New York City toward Boston. That corridor right there will get hammered today as this low moves up and this trough goes by. Now, look at all that rainfall going up into New York. Notice some of it's starting to swing west across Lake Ontario, kind of combining with this. The whole system is going to kind of tilt northwest to southeast, while this area goes back into the Erie region, probably during the afternoon. So misty, drizzly for now, and then some showers will return for the afternoon. Overall, just not a good looking day. So hunker down and cook. That's what you do when you have this kind of weather. This is perfect weather for baking. I loved it. Got home yesterday, and my wife made an apple pie, and it just fills the room. It's so nice to come home. It's nice, I go through the garage and I can smell it. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. And the pie was very good, by the way. Still have a little bit left. So maybe I'll have some today. Who knows? If my son hasn't eaten it all just yet. Hey, Becky, good to see you. Raining there in French Creek, 43 degrees. Bob and Sue out there in Jacksonville, good morning. Drizzly, misty in Waterford. Bill Cox, thanks, Bill, for that information. Hello, Barb. Wet in Cambridge Springs. Hey, Ken, good to see you out there in West Springfield. The first, I wouldn't call it a snowstorm there, Ken, but we are going to get colder for early next week. And it will be cold enough to get some flakes of snow. We mentioned it, I think, either yesterday or even on Friday, of the potential for some lake effect snows, and that will be the case. Will we get accumulation? I don't see any for Erie. maybe a little bit in the snow belts. I just don't, it's not cold enough for any serious amounts, but we'll see. Hey, Sue, good to see you there. Hello, Linda. Linda Chittister, good morning to you. Lori, hello to you. Wow, I hate it when it just jumps ahead when I try to scroll down. Hello, John, good to see you. Chatty Cathy out there in Youngsville, 45 out her way. Moxie Jim, good morning. Jamestown, Tennessee, you had heavy rain yesterday morning. Yep, you sent it our way. We had some pretty good rain from last night, though things are more misty this morning. Hey, Celine, good to see you. Celine's good friend Lisa gave me and the weather department Mennonite popcorn here, caramel corn. And maybe I should have been a Mennonite. These are so good. And it tastes like real sugar, real caramel. Because if you just get the ones that are coated in corn syrup, they don't stick to your teeth as much. These are just getting embedded in my fillings. And yes, so far, I do go regularly to the dentist, which is probably saving me right now. A couple of cashews. But thank you so much, Celine and Lisa, for that little gift. I do have to have a little coffee. But these are good. Got some chocolate covered ones here as well. Thank you so much. It was a nice, pleasant surprise for a snack. So thank you so much. That was very kind of you to give that to all of us. And despite what I said in the phone yesterday, Celine, for now, they're still in the office, Tom's and Craig's. But if they don't claim it by the end of the day today, I'm taking them home. Yeah, I am. I'm that kind of greedy person. What can I say? So back to the weather. So good to see you, Barb. And hello to you, Lori. Lori Clapper, good morning to you. This is a day you just wake up, you're like, time to go back to sleep. And good for you. Great for grilling on the porch with the patio heater. I hear you, John. We may have to throw something today, but I'll tell you what. Chef Lisa Heidelberg, who does our Tuesday cooking segment, boy, she made a cod, and very simple, fried cod. Dip it in flour, roll in flour, put it in egg, put some, then roll it in cornmeal. You don't want to do the egg first because, first of all, when you put it in the flour, cod, when you assuming you defrost it or whether it's fresh or frozen, has a lot of water content in it. So you can roll it in the flour. What I found is when I dip any food in egg and then roll it in flour, the flour tends to clump. And it, unless because the egg, unless it's a real thin egg, maybe I just don't have the touch. But a lot of times, even when I let a lot of the egg white drip back into the pan, when I roll it in flour, it gets clumpy. But if you roll it in flour first, then the egg, then you roll it in the cornmeal. Cornmeal can stick much more evenly. Put a little salt and pepper on it, fry it up on a nice hot griddle, and boom, boy, that looks good with broiled butternut squash. You don't have to put a lot on here. Maybe a little olive oil on top. Now Lisa put some, date nectar, which sounds really good. But for me, I think the butternut squash is sweet enough. You don't have to add anything to it. But for those who really like the sweetness, maybe some, maple syrup, especially real maple syrup if you have it, if you like to really add the sweetness to it. But boy, it looked good. I think I know what dinner could be for tonight. I don't know if we have any fish left, but we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll even just put some of the, the Gordon's fish and just take off the breading. It's usually pollock, but it's still pretty good. Okay, Celine. Well, thank you, Lisa. But anyway, we do appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa, for the nice, yummy stuff here. Cook some up there. You girls, cook some up. Dave and I'll be happy to eat what you make. Goat fudge milk today. Becky, that sounds good. My gosh, I'm getting fat just thinking about it there. Hello, Chris. Good to see you this morning. Vince, hello. SBC Bullseye again here in Enid, Oklahoma. I hear you, Vince. Um, hunker down, and hopefully the weather won't be too bad for you. Um, and Lori, Lori had 2 inches of rain yesterday, and wow, that's a lot here. No, oh, okay. Well, that's a good idea there. Caddy combines her flour and cornmeal in a Ziploc bag. No egg for my fish. Yeah. And it's funny you mentioned that because I was just thinking. I'm glad you brought it up. Sometimes I don't think you need the egg. I think like cod seems to be wet enough where it'll stick to it without the need for the egg, which is basically just a binder, as far as I know, unless you want to add a little more protein to the protein of the fish. That sounds like a plan. Goat fudge. Oh boy, that sounds good. You guys are just killing me here. All right, let's go to that 7-day forecast here and see what we've got. Not bad temperature wise. I don't know. Normal high's got to be around 60. It might even be 59 right now. So, outside of today, will be close to normal. Kind of warm on Thursday. Decent weather Wednesday and Thursday. Those are the days where if you want to finish up any outdoor work, those are good days to do that, particularly Thursday. As far as, again, trick or treat, Cambridge Springs people, you're looking good there for trick or treating on Thursday. If you have it Friday, Saturday, looks kind of wet. We have our Halloween parade in Meadville that most of us are going to. Hopefully the rain will be done by then. But it's always fun. The Meadville people are wonderful. They come out and really support their Halloween parades, regardless of the weather. Halloween itself, just some leftover showers. Doesn't look too bad. Again, on the cool side, but not super cold. As mentioned, though, we will have some much cooler air for next week. Not so much Monday the 1st, but by next Wednesday or possibly Thursday. It could be cold enough where some of you may see your first flakes of snow for the day. Arm's a little sore. Got my flu shot yesterday, and I encourage everyone to get their flu shot. And if you're eligible for a COVID booster, I encourage that as well. And finally, it's Tuesday, well, we always try and promote the blood bank on Tuesday. They're still in desperate need of a lot of blood. So if you can give blood, I know they would appreciate it. Until then, enjoy your day. Enjoy your cooking, everyone. Okay, enjoy whether it's cod, cookies, or fudge, or anything in between. Boy, it sounds like a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you tomorrow.